You've got the Colts at the Raiders, right there on the, if you will, new playoff Mason-Dixon line. Go for it, Chris Brockman. Hit it.
What you got, Chris?
Yeah, Kyle, who ends up the 7th seed in the AFC? Colts, Raiders, Ravens, Patriots.
Colts, Raiders, Ravens, Patriots. I do not believe in the Patriots, and I know there's some of the most dangerous words to say in all of sports media, but I think they were more dangerous when Tom Brady was the quarterback.
Right.
Cam right now is reminding me of something the Boston fans have seen before. They were reminding me of the Big Shamrock when Shaquille O'Neal showed up at about 36 years old. Contributed, was fine, but gassed, not himself. And the difference is that Cam does not have the big ticket and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen around him. He has Gunnar Olszewski. God love him. I do not think the Patriots are going to get there. The Dolphins, I really like. The Raiders, I am such a fan of the Raiders brand and company, and I want them in the AFC playoffs. It is someone in the WWF Royal Rumble that shakes things up. It's a bad guy. It's The Undertaker. It's Big John. I want them in. But, God, I just saw them get destroyed by Atlanta and need what appeared to be an inside job to beat the New York Jets, who might be the worst team ever assembled. So I don't think it's going to be the Raiders. And, Brockman, tell me again, who am I missing?
Ravens and Colts are
Ravens,
your choice
Colts.
that you've just narrowed it down to.
I'm going to go, man. What we saw last night from Baltimore is exactly what you don't want to see if you're one of these teams. Like that Colts, Dolphins, all these teams. Damn, we did not want to see Lamar get going. It was like a proverbial home run hitter. Say whoever you want. Adam Dunn, Ryan Howard, Mark McGuire, who hadn't hit one in a while and just decided to swing out of his shoes and hit one about 600 feet. Them getting that run game going, shock and awe. Absolute shock and awe. So I'm going to say, despite that, my roundabout answer, I never count out Frank Reich. Frank Reich gets out of bed, down 4 touchdowns in a fight. I still think the Colts are going to get there, despite what happened to them against Tennessee. I'll bet on them.
Yeah, and the Ravens' conference record right now is an awful tiebreak for them. That's the reason why they're behind the Raiders right now, having the same record. Their conference record is an issue and a problem, and here come the Browns. And again, that's the end.
The playoff push is the best.
I know, and that's what this week is amazing. It ends with the Browns trying to just absolutely decleat the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens, as we know, have given the Browns and Baker Mayfield their worst losses in the Baker Mayfield era. And they are, even though, as you mentioned, having that home run hitter back in the groove again, they're still on the ropes here. And, boy, I mean, this would be the knockout. This would be just a way for them to also say, we are here and we are for real and we are a 10-win team, for crying out loud. And we're going to break that 17-season playoff drought and so on and so forth. That's why I love this week, man. This week 14 is amazing.
Yeah, it just stakes. The Browns get to 10 wins and knock out the MVP. The flip side of it being, it is the ultimate back to the shallow end loss for the Browns should the Baltimore Ravens roll over them. It's like, same old Browns, and guess what, Baker? Those commercials ain't so funny anymore. It's the stakes. It swings either way. It's going to be a huge statement next day.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.